Thirsk,
How are you, baby? Come on.
devoted owner Steve has rushed in his Bull Terrier Vicky, who's been attacked by his rescue dog.
She's such a loving girl, you know, when I picked her up, she was still wagging her tail. You know, God bless her. I'll be sick for weeks now over this, it's awful.
Oh, Steve.
Hello, Peter.
What's happened?
There's been a fight in the house. It looks quite bad, her shoulder, Peter, and there's like underneath on her nipple as well.
Hi, Vic. Looking miserable, isn't she? Ah, yes. Yeah.
Is it just the skin, Peter?
It is. It's just gone into what we call the subcutaneous fat. It's just a bit of a problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you have dogs living in the house, they get on okay for years and fine, and then all of a sudden they take a dislike.
Yeah. You baby.
Do you want to give me a lift through?
Yeah, yeah.
I've got a bed set up on the floor. I don't have to chew about getting into a kennel then.
How is sweetheart? I'll just hang about if that's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right, no. I'll just sit with her for a bit.
All right, Steve. Okay, that's fine.
It's all right.
That's fine.
It's all right.
These sort of wounds, this is quite nasty, skin tear, and this one here is quite deep. It's a tooth or teeth that's gone in here. Mouths tend to carry quite nasty bugs quite often. So we've got to ensure that this wound is as clean as possible. So Ali's going to start cleaning the wound up now. It's been some dogfight. Okay, nurse?
Yeah.
We're going to trim out all this contaminated and infected tissue. It's covered in hairs. Then I can get back to healthy skin. It's better. Now the wound's looking nice and clean now. To minimise risk of infection, I put a capsule of antibiotic directly into the wound itself. That antibiotic is particularly good at treating the types of bugs that you get in wounds after fights, so it's particularly useful for this situation, really.
There are 2 wounds for Peter to deal with.
First one done, and I'm going to do a similar job here. Yeah, that's got off all the horrible infected tissue. Right, all done. Ali's just going to clean this up, and then she'll look quite nice again then. She's a lovely girl. She doesn't deserve this. She doesn't. All right.
Yeah.
Walk this way.
Out in the waiting room, it's been an anxious few hours for Steve.
Oh, yeah, it's been a wait, but I couldn't have went home. I had to stay. I believe she's up and ready nearly, and nope, I think this is her. Hello, baby.
Tough as old boots, Steve. Tough as old boots.
Thanks, Peter. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Thanks a lot.
10 days for stitches.
Okay, mate.
All right,
Thank you.
Vicky and Steve will be back soon for a checkup, but now it's home time.
Vicky's looking quite well now, so what we're going to do now is send her on with some antibiotics and painkillers, but I think she'll be okay. I couldn't see any obvious nerve damage there.
In Thirsk,
Oh, dear. Come on, Vicky. Don't like coming in here, do you?
Steve's back at the practice with his Bull Terrier, who'd been attacked by his rescue dog.
I think Vicky'd been set upon and she'd come worse off. We're going to have a look and see what her wounds are looking like and hopefully take her stitches out. Hello, Vic. Hello, are you ignoring me today?
She's been hanged dog today.
Oh, dear. You softy, aren't you? Eh? Have you bad memories of this place? Have you? Oh, dear. That's healing up very, very nicely. This is healed up very well. We'll have a look at the one. She has one underneath on her chest. That was quite deep, actually. That went up into her armpit. That was a nasty one. We'll have a look at that and make sure they're okay as well. Oh, Vic, eh? You don't mind, do you? I'm very pleased with the way this has healed. This was the worst wound, yeah, the most dangerous wound. With a little bit of wound breakdown in the middle, but I'm not too concerned about that. I'm just going to clean it up now with some antiseptic, and it'll be fine. Couldn't have a better patient, could I?
No, I couldn't. She just accepts everything.
There's a little bit of wound powder on there. You're not bothered either way, are you? Good to see you, Steve.
Thank you.
And yeah, that's fine, and we'll see you sometime in the near future.
Right, that's great.
Vicky's a lovely character, and hopefully this shouldn't happen again, because I know Steve no longer has the other dog that attacked her.
I'm over the moon. She's healed very quick. You know, it hasn't took her long to pull herself round at all.
Some Bull Terriers can be quite excitable, and Vicky's she's just placid. She's not my type, really. She's calm, and if she was a human being, she'd be everybody's mate. She's a cracking character, just my sort.
In a veterinary practice, scrubbing up for surgery is vital, and afterwards you can't touch a non-sterile surface.
Thank you.
So when the gloves are on, the glasses shouldn't be off.
Megan, sorry, and I hate to ask this, but they're not in my pocket. They're on the table. Would you mind? Sorry.
And that can trip up even the most experienced vets.
I have another confession to make. I've got them out of my pocket, but I haven't put them on. Oh, I am sorry. Oh, I am sorry.
No, it's all right.
Is I?
There we go. It's a standard procedure.
Thank you very much. Perfect. A bloody nuisance, aren't they?
I'll get you a chain.
Oh no, I couldn't cope with a chain.
Over in Boroughbridge, Anne's eyes need to be sharper than ever. She's operating to remove a tumour from her tiny patient, Gerbie the Gerbil.
So I just need to be quick, really, if I can. Just hope I can get it off without too much drama. It does look a bit nasty. It's quite ulcerated, but it doesn't look like it's invading the underlying tissue. Operating on little animals is just fiddly. Every way you look at it is fiddly. I've removed the lump from this little gerbil now.
Julian's arrived to size up his wife's surgery.
What's with his drape? Is it the worst?
It's my mini drape.
It's a mini
Well, otherwise we couldn't see that because you get me some suture material. So
Me.
how thin is that?
Thin.
Yeah, that's thin.
That's gerbil size. It's slightly bigger than your drape.
I could have made it a bit bigger.
Yeah, I mean, the other way, you couldn't have made it any smaller, could you?
We're done. We have finished. And despite what my husband says,
It looks fine. I'm not saying it doesn't look fine. I'm just saying that everything's in miniature.
so we just need him to wake up now. But having a husband in the room is completely unhelpful. Anyway, he's gone now, so that's fine. If we hadn't have operated, the mass would get bigger and bigger, and then it would get to a point of being inoperable, and that's, you know, sad. Especially with gerbils when they're in a pair for life. You know, you don't want one to lose their mate. Looks starting to wake up. There we are, little cutie.
While Anne could have done without Julian, Gerbie's life partner Shadow has been providing moral support throughout the surgery.
This one now, I think, is sufficiently awake to go, hello, to go back in with its mate. Go, hooray! I'm really happy with the conclusion because this is the friend and this is the one that we've just operated on literally 10 minutes ago, and it's up and about, running around. Hopefully everything will heal up nicely and it can go on for a bit longer with its mate.